don't want to assimilate into the American culture. They don't make any effort to. And as the communities grow, they literally shut out the outside, introduce their own legal system, which is Sharia law, and they have, around France, there's a communities of ring around Paris, and there's in other countries, and they're called no-go zones, which that means is a Christian or anybody else other than a Muslim does not go into that area.
Why
Even
not?
the police are afraid to enter.
Well, wait a second. How can that happen?
Well, it's happened. That's part of what France is pushing back,
Wow.
and now Denmark is pushing back, staying it. We have no-go zones starting in this country with the Somali immigrants primarily. They just basically close everybody out, and then they start pushing outward from their community, trying to engulf the whole country. So they didn't come to our country or to France or to England or wherever. They didn't come to assimilate into that culture. They came to assimilate that culture into theirs. In other words, we're going to be assimilated. I like to use Star Trek analogies every once in a while. I did it in the article. We had this in Star Trek: The Next Generation. We had the Borg.
Yes,
You remember?
yeah, sure do. Yeah. Q, yeah.
Well, resistance is futile. Was their
That's
comment?
Right. Yeah.
Well, this sort of describes the attitude of the Muslims that come here. Resistance is futile. They will eventually turn us into the United Islamic Republic of the United States. That is their goal. And I don't want to be part of that. And now the French are starting to realize that it's gone too far. New Year's Eve in France, if you follow it, they burn automobiles all over the country. I think there was 1,200 automobiles torched last New Year's Eve. They just go out and torch automobiles and tear up buildings. And it's all Muslims.
Why have we been so tolerant to this point?
We're a tolerant people. That's our great strength and also our weakness. We want to let everybody have their own way of life. That was the whole point of the country, to be you're free to do what you want to do. But when we have people using that against us to subjugate us, that's what's happening. And we have to wake up and say, there's an end to tolerance. There's an end to political correctness, I think, is the worst thing that ever happened, because we were never designed to be a politically correct country. We came over here. The people that came to this country were unpolitically correct. That's why they came.
That's right.
They wanted to do things their own way. And, we're a tremendous people. We're the most generous people in the world, and yet we get criticized constantly about what we're doing. A friend of mine just wrote an article, was talking about how much money we give to Muslim countries and others. And whenever anybody gets in trouble, America's the first country to arrive with money, with food, with medical supplies. The Muslims never support any country that's not Muslim. You never see them producing any. I think there were some promises made to Haiti, but they were never kept on aid and materials.
Hey, Lee, I hate to do this, but you and I have to say so long for now. We've just run out of time. Take care of yourself, Lee. Look forward to the next time when you join us here in the X Zone, and keep those articles coming.
It was my pleasure.
Take care of yourself. X Zone Nation, Lee Boyland has been my guest. His website is www.leeboylandbooks.com, where you can buy all of his books directly online. I'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with the news as the X Zone continues right here from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.